Yo, Tony B here. Got a good one. Recommended reads from Tony. Met him at the comic shop. Real dynamic dude, real passionate, new to the hobby. And I totally dig the energy, man. It's positive. He recommended Radiant Black, which I have not been reading, and Red Book 1. And I'm totally digging Tynion, man. Everything he does, it's legit. You know what I mean? But let's get into Radiant Black. Now, this is the issue that was at the comic shop. This may not be the best jumping on point for me. I know that they just ended an arc, the Catalyst War. But keep in mind, I know nothing about this book. This is just a straight up raw type of micro review. That's funny. Tony, look around. So this character, and I will say this, like, lend me your help, guys. Like, if you're into Radiant Black, man, hook your boy up. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to learn, willing to get on this thing. So we're starting off 5 months ago where this character finds, I know that's how they get their powers. It's like a black hole. I think that's pretty cool. And I was a bit lost as I was navigating through some of this, where she starts revealing powers. And it seems like she's mentally unstable, like she has a mental illness. It seems like she's going to the doctor. So we get some background on that as well. I find that interesting for a character getting superpowers. I think that's going to be an interesting setup for future narration, which I totally, man, I dig that. Like, I like some freshness with character development, and I feel like that's where this character will go. And I think the power set it may be telekinetic. And like I said, this probably isn't a good jumping on point for me. You know, if you have a recommendation for a jumping on point, let your boy know, man. But I am intrigued with this character, with the mental illness and getting a power set. There's also some relationship development here. So I guess since I don't know anything about this, I'm assuming these are fresh characters, like new is what it feels like reading this. And she needs money too. So yeah, here's the power set. She's caught on to it pretty fast. And it's like she can see all this like instantaneously. It's a pretty cool power. It's almost like it's a cool way if it's telekinetic, where it's like she does all this telekinetically. Like, it's very interesting. Like, at first I thought it was like super speed, but I think mentally she's telekinetically doing this. So my question, I'll throw it out to Tony, is this a new character? And is this power set similar or completely different from the other Radiants? And you're getting more of the development of this character and her friend there. The artwork it has a charming quality to it. That's another question. Is this the same artist as the previous issues? I could look it up, man, but man, I want to hear it from the peeps. Totally dig this black hole type scenario. So you end here, and you're seeing like this endearing friendship where, her friend will help her out. This is good narration. Yeah, so man, I'm totally interested. I need to learn more. Like, I know after a big arc, sometimes you'll get an issue that really is just setting up other things. But It's cool, man. If this is a new Radiant, that'd be really cool. So what? There's a black Radiant, a pink Radiant, and I think there's another one. But man, Tony, give me a shout out, dude. Smart me up. We're on the right track. The other recommendation, Red Book, Tynion. So it's a variant cover. It's okay, man. That's all they had, but I'm cool with that, dude. I'm totally into the story when it comes to Tynion. And this is like like UFO activity in, I believe it's Russia, maybe China as well. Yeah, like Europe. And it is, I wonder if these are based on true accounts. You know what I mean? But Tynion crafts this world of this perspective of another country with UFO activity. And it was really enthralling for me. Like, I was really getting sucked in just to the story. Totally love this artwork, man. Even with, a touch of red just right there. But you get told this story of this group of people out in the cold. And Tynion does an excellent job, like just setting it up. And then you get a profile of each person that was in this missing party. And it's really mysterious how everything's laid out. Like Tynion lays it out like it's a crime scene where there's all these different things going on that just don't add up. I could go in the detail of it, but man, we'll be here for a while. So it's like a profile. It's like he brings you in as like a detective to view this case. And it makes you wonder, like, it adds to the layers of it and the complexity of questioning. Is it UFO activity? Is it government type stuff? Is there something else involved? So the mystery it's very layered and it's enthralling. Yeah, just the whole fading out, man. They just go and like, boom, gone. So then they give you theories, and the theories are like, I kept wondering if this was like based on actual events. And I'm wondering, maybe it is. I don't know, man. That's what's so cool about it, is Tynion is so good. He could make you believe this, even if it's not based on true events. Totally love this rendering where, here it is, the red. I always say red, black, and white are very striking in design. And it's on full display here where, the papers are red, flowing down into the cabinets. And then they're navigating through these cabinets. That's pretty brilliant illustration. And then you get to this, man. It's cool how the paper is red. Is that like red tape, or is this covered in blood? And then you get to this next case. It's really freaky. He brings the creep factor, man, big time, where these divers run into these aliens underwater. So we're in the height of the Cold War. And I remember that era in life where it really was a huge era of distrust and tense too, extremely tense. I literally thought we would have nuclear war. There was no doubt in my mind, that part of my life where, I was a kid, but it was like, there's no way we're going to make it through this. So it really adds to the tension. So they're ordered to capture one of these. And it doesn't go well. Like it lashes out. And you have local fishermen like witnessing this and bringing that legend type, like a mythology type flavor to the whole thing, like the lake is cursed. So that's an interesting thread there where you're tying in. You could really, like with metaphysical or mythology or myths and stories where alien stuff can get lost in that and explained away. This is a good read. If you're into like mystery type stuff, which borders on, it could happen, that type of stuff, you'll dig this. And you're even, yeah, like the fears of communism and everything is just weaved in here brilliantly. So you even get to this one where they meet this character, and this is like I believe it's like an alien, like an otherworldly force. And this guy, you're getting it from his perspective. And he just tells him, man, he's a space brother. He uses the word brother, which is interesting. So in this whole world of distrust, Cold War, espionage, you have this alien inserted that comes in peace, or does it? And then he brings up, the concern of, you have nuclear weapons and we just think you're going to do it. So he gives them a warning about the use of nuclear weapons, along with anti-war and humanitarian sentiments, is the core of the message that this entity brings. Orthon, I believe that's the race. So it's caught the attention of the United States. Now you're bringing in the United States. So the call to unity is seen as a threat to democracy and subversive to the American way. So you see the contrast and the conflict there. And this is really cool, man. I'm totally glad Tony recommended this to me. I'll stay on board. I'm just like this right here. It's pretty cool, man. Like these documents, the possibility of alien life. So there's always this huge thing to classify all the inquiries that they're getting, into the unknown. It really brings out, you're getting past the mundane reality to this fantastic, the possibilities. But you have political paranoia, nationalism, spying on each other, and spying on your citizens. And then you have this this is like a backstory. Totally dig the black and white. I love little stories like this. This is 1764. So this is probably going to be, probably just a little backstory that will go on. Sometimes with Tynion, I wonder if this will play into the main story arc. But it's really, I don't know, I don't want to get into it too much, but you're getting into the birth of, 1776. And I don't know, you would have to read this one. It's a little more in depth. There seems to be, I don't know if it's like a mental illness. So like this alien takes a hold of this lady and it wants to be called the public universal friend. That's so tiny and like the public universal friend. Totally love it. So Tony, I appreciate it, man. Like totally dig the recommendations. That's what it's all about, man. You go to the comic shop, you meet people, talk, man. Ask them what they're into, man. Get out of yourself a little bit and get into what other people, let them talk, man. Let them express, man. And you always come up with something good.